Hello students, we are going to study chemistry in this video and the chapter is classification of elements. In this chapter there are two main parts, Mendeleev's periodic table and modern periodic table. So in this video we are going to study Mendeleev's periodic table and first part of Mendeleev's periodic table. So before we start with the periodic table, you need to know few points. These are classification. Classification means grouping. An element is the simplest form of a substance means matter. Okay, there are matters all around us. Air is matter, gases matter, water, rocks, wood, metals, glass, cement, and so on. All these matters are made up of elements. For example, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. H2O is water. Okay, so this way, in the similar way, other matters are made up of different kinds of elements. Here are elements: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, chlorine, copper, calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, iron, and so on. All these elements are kept in this table. This is Mendeleev's periodic table. So in the beginning of science study, there were few elements and it was easier for the scientists to do scientific study. Okay, but as the time progressed, they discovered numerous elements. Many elements were discovered. So it was difficult for the scientists to do individual study. So they thought of grouping the elements or classifying elements. They did classification on the basis of similar properties of the elements or dissimilar properties of the elements. Okay, similar properties of the elements which have similar properties were put in one group, and dissimilar, if they had dissimilar properties, they were separated. Okay, just like putting all apples in one basket and all oranges in another basket. Okay, this way classification was done. So in this context we can take name of Dmitry Mendeleev, Russian scientist. He classified 63 elements known at his time. Okay, and he did classification on the basis of atomic weight. At the time of Mendeleev, atomic weight was considered as the most important property of the elements. That is why he took atomic weight as the basis of his classification, right? So how did he do the classification? We'll see here. He arranged elements in increasing order of their atomic weights, just like this one: atomic weight 1, atomic weight 2, atomic weight 3, atomic weight 4, 5, and so on. Okay, so while doing this, he saw that there formed horizontal lines or the series. These are called periods. All horizontal lines are called periods. Okay, periods. And there formed vertical columns. Vertical columns are called groups. Okay, so there form periods and the groups in his classification table. Periods are horizontal lines or the series, groups are vertical columns. So there form periods and the groups in his table, right? So while doing this, he observed an amazing phenomenon here. Actually, he discovered a fact, and that fact is periodicity or the periodic function of the elements. Okay, what is periodic function? We are going to see here. He kept elements this way in increasing order of their atomic weights: atomic weight 1, atomic weight 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So and so on. So while arranging elements in this order, he observed that properties of the elements were changing from one to next. Okay, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 properties were changing. Properties kept changing from 1 to 9 in the 1 to 10 in the first line. Okay, but when it comes to the turn of atomic weight 11, he saw that the properties of atomic weight 11 were similar to that of atomic weight 1. Okay, and again he kept arranging elements in this order, increasing order of their atomic weights. Properties were changing from 11 to 12, 12 to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And again, when it was turn of atomic weight 21, he saw that the properties of atomic weight 21 were similar to that of 11. and 11 were similar to that of 1. Okay, so this way the elements which were standing in the same vertical column, they had similar properties. Okay, in the same way, you know, 10 and 20 had similar properties. You can take any example in this. Okay, atomic weight 4 and 14 had similar properties. Okay, so the elements which were standing in the same vertical column, they all have similar properties, whereas the elements which are in horizontal lines, going from one element to next element, properties were changing, right? So the properties were similar, repeated after a definite number. Okay, over here in the first line 10 elements are added, and when it is number 11, properties are repeating. Again 10 elements are in the second line. Okay, and when it is 11, properties are repeating. So after every 10 elements, properties are repeating in this example. This is an example. Okay, yes, so in the similar way properties are kept in this table. We'll study this later. Okay, so the same pattern is followed over here in Mendeleev's periodic table, right? So properties of the elements in the same vertical column are similar, whereas properties keep changing while moving from one to next in the horizontal line in the period. So this was termed as periodicity, or the periodic function of the elements, right? It can be stated this way. So this was a fact discovered while Mendeleev did classification, and on the basis of this fact he made the law, and this law is called Mendeleev's periodic law. This can be stated in this way: the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic weights, or simply properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic weights. Periodic function means repeating after a definite interval or definite period. Okay, it can be defined this way also. Periodic function, what is periodic function? Properties of the elements get repeated after a definite interval or definite period. Okay, definite period. This is periodic function. After every 10 elements, properties are repeating in this example which we studied just now. Okay, now you see this is the important point in Mendeleev's periodic table. So sometimes you may get question, what is Mendeleev's periodic table? Okay, so this can be answered in this way: the classification table, this is the classification table of the elements made by arranging elements in order of increasing atomic weights. When you arrange elements in increasing order of atomic weights and the table is made, that is called Mendeleev's periodic table. So these are the important points of Mendeleev's periodic table. Again, we are going to see these important points in main characteristics of Mendeleev's periodic table. Characteristics of Mendeleev's periodic table. The first thing is 63 elements were arranged, were classified. Okay, atomic weight was the basis of classification, increasing order of atomic weights. There were 7 periods and 8 groups. Horizontal lines were 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 periods and 8 groups. 7 periods and 8 groups were formed. 7 periods, 8 groups. Okay, gaps were left for undiscovered elements. There were gaps for the elements which were not discovered at the time of Mendeleev. Okay, this is important point here. There are gaps in Mendeleev's periodic table, you can see over here, and Mendeleev gave name to these gaps. Okay, एक का aluminium, एक का boron, एक का silicon, एक का manganese, just below manganese, एक का manganese, just below aluminium, एक का aluminium, below boron, एक का boron, and below silicon, एक का silicon, this way. And later on elements were discovered, and these were scandium, gallium, germanium, technetium, etc. Okay, so gaps were left for the elements which were not discovered at the time of Mendeleev. So these are the characteristics of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, gaps, the gaps were left so that prediction of undiscovered elements could be done. So these are the important points of Mendeleev's periodic table. In the next video, we are going to study merits and demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. With this, we finish this topic.